This is the last big palette from Huda Beauty. She released in 9 years 9 of these, and now apparently this is the last one. That doesn't mean that she won't release smaller eyeshadow palettes, but yeah, just so you know. But this is a very niched out palette in my opinion, because it's very on trend, and that's the icy frosty eye look. The packaging, it's not that out there as per usual, but I actually really like it. It's my favorite. Inside you get big mirror as usual, 18 eyeshadows, and then you have a lot of velvety mattes eyeshadows, and then one biodegradable glittery eyeshadow, duochrome and triachromes, multichromes. So because this is a review on the palette, I'm gonna do swatches. I'm going to talk about different formulas, different finishes. I'm gonna do 3 different eye looks so you can see how much you can stretch it. Because this is very niched, you cannot do so many different eye looks, of course. But I think that actually it's quite versatile because you have a lot of mattes, and also because you have cool tones and warm tones. Under these lights it looks more washed out than it is, so I'm gonna show you recording from my phone because I think it's going to look better there. So we are going to do some swatches now. Hi everybody, my name is Isa and this is MoodyEyeMakeup channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please do so. Now let's move on. I'm starting with the first eyeshadow, Iced Out. Gorgeous, I hope you can see that. Then High Life. It's a mauve shade that is perfect for crease. Then Platinum, love this one as well. Then Unapologetic, Fox Fur, and Gold Standards. Avalanche, it's this off-white. Then Aurora, sorry. Wow, this one is so pretty. This is my kind of shade. And VVC. Wow, that one is super pretty as well. You have to be super careful with the VVC shade because it's super chunky. It's a chunky glitter and you really need to take the smallest amount because otherwise you will get it all over your face. So Poised, darker gray, She Rich, Cold Plunge. So there's a lot of kickoff. If you want to do eye look with this, I would go without doing your base first. Just better to be safe than sorry, and I know that I'm gonna be sorry because I've already done my base. But I'm pleased to say that I haven't set my under eyes, so. Then, these are super weird names of the shades. Eat Goth, it is really pale pink. Blink, which is probably biodegradable. Okay, this is swatching really badly, but I knew that before. And then on Oneself, I've got a lot of blink underneath my nail. And then the last 3, Diamond Dew, Lavish, and then First Class. Okay, so this is the whole palette. You can see that there's no much of a difference between the shades. It's my kind of eyeshadow palette. I love this color story, and I think this kind of shades also suits me the best. So I would say this is perfect if you're light or medium contrast. With Diamond Dew and VVC, you have to be super careful. These are the 2. Because they are super chunky, it's getting everywhere. And you can easily get too much on your finger. I'm just showing you the swatches a bit closer. The next mission is how to take them off. Because I'm so smart that I haven't prepared anything beside micellar water. So let's start with the first look. Because they're more cool tone shades than warm tone shades, I would say, I'm gonna start with the warm tone shades. I'm starting with the shade First Class, which is this really peachy, very pastel-y shade. So you're gonna see immediately that these kind of shades don't suit me, like orangey, yellowy shades or shades that are close to that, and I'm pulling it a bit outwards. Then I'm gonna use cold plunge in my inner corner mostly to brighten up that part of my eye. There's a lot of kickoff. These are all warm toned. Ooh, be careful. You probably saw that. Now I'm using Unapologetic in my outer corner, a bit on my crease as well. These are very smooth to use. You just need to tap off the product. I'm creating a very easy eye look with this one, and also a very standard one, nothing too crazy. I'm pushing it outwards right here. Then I'm gonna apply that same shade underneath my eyes like that, and then I'm just smudging it out. With most of the reviews I haven't seen this shade, how it looks. So this is Gold Standards. I'm using, of course, my fingers for that, and I'm just gently pressing it on my eyelids. So this is probably the only way to not get that icy, frosty eye look, but it's possible. I'm showing you that it's possible with this eyeshadow palette. So I'm just going back to the Unapologetic to get back a bit of depth. I just want to add a bit of something with this one. Then I'm just gonna apply a bit of that white shade because I want a bit of contrast and a little bit more of that iciness. Yeah, that's better. Because nonetheless, this is ICY Nude eyeshadow palette, so we need a bit of that icy effect. So you can see that I have quite a lot of glitter underneath my eyes, and that's what I was talking about, and you cannot swipe it off. So you absolutely need to bake underneath your eyes, or just start with your eyes first and then go on with your base and concealer and all of that. The next one, now I'm starting with the shade Oneself, a very pastel gray shade. I'm taking it in my inner corner, but in my crease. In my inner corner crease, and then in my outer corner crease. So you probably already know what type of eye look I'm gonna do now. Shade Poised. This is darker gray. Again in my inner corner, but a little bit lower. And then in the outer corner as well. So this is a halo eye. I'm avoiding the center part of my eyelid. And then I'm just slightly connecting the both parts on the crease, but with such a small amount of that eyeshadow. And then I'm just building up that gray. Yeah, I'm super impressed with the matte formula. It's so easy to use. My eyes cannot handle really the halo eye. I can kind of get away with it if I don't put too much of a dark eyeshadow in the inner corner. So it's going to be more heavy on the outer corner, but it's still a halo eye. And then in the center part of my eye, I'm gonna use Platinum. But I'm still kind of avoiding that center. So this is a really beautiful shimmery shade, very easy to apply, no problem with it whatsoever. So I'm gonna use Iced Out. So this is again the same type of shade as VVC and Diamond Dew. Wow, this is something special, let me just say that, because it has that violet bluish shift to it. So now you cannot see the halo eye anymore, so I need to get back to the Poised, start to apply it in the inner corner, and then I'm gonna use She Reach in the outer corner, but more so near the eyelashes, not too high up, and then the smallest amount also in the inner corner. For the underneath my eyes, Poised in the inner corner and outer corner, and then Iced Out in the center part. I'm gonna apply mascara and a bit of concealer. So with this one, it would look really nice if I would use some kind of a darker brownie eye pencil. With this one, it would look really nice if I would use just a tiny bit of eyeliner really close to my eyelashes. But I really want for this video to be centered around these eyeshadows, so we can really see how they look and not using any other stuff than, of course, mascara, because everything looks different with mascara. Right now, with both of these eyes, you can see how much you can stretch this color story. So this is one eye look, and this is the other one. Very different. So let's do the third and the final eye look. I'm starting with the shade Lavish. I really like shades like these, mauvey, powdery shades. Again, something here is bothering the eyeshadow. Can you see this? This is not an eyeshadow fault, because you can see that it clearly sticks to something underneath. Let's do the Eat Guff, which is a super bright pale pink. I'm really eager to see how this one is going to look. So it looks like a very bright white shade. I think this one creates that icy look. Now I'm gonna use Aurora in my outer corner. It's a shimmery dusty pink, just in my outer corner. This one is not super punchy, so you need to do some layers, but I really like the shade. It's super pretty. I cannot wait for this one. Let's do the Diamond Dew. The center, oh, this one, yeah. Can you see the glitters? And I was super careful. So yeah, you should do your eyes first for sure. There's no way getting around that. I mean, if you use glitter glue, it's a bit better. Go back in with that crease shade. I mean, that comes with the territory, so if you want this kind of a look, it's almost impossible not to get it all over your face. The Iced Out in the inner corner. For the last look, I really wanted to create something super icy. Woohoo! This one is super beaming. Now I'm gonna go underneath my eyes with the Lavish first. Then Iced Out again. I absolutely need to add something darker. So Fox Fur. So it's not ideal because I haven't removed my mascara. And I'm just smudging it outwards and up. So that's it. That's the final look. What do you think? What do you think about this eyeshadow palette? I think it's gorgeous. I love it, but I think it's very niched out, so it's not for everyone. So it's very trendy right now, but it's not going to be forever because it's such an expensive eyeshadow palette. I would really advise you to think about it twice, because if you don't need it, why spend so much money for it if you know that you're gonna wear it just a few times? But for me, this is actually an eyeshadow palette that I will love in future as well. I just like very ethereal type of makeup look, and I think that's it. And it has that punch to it as well, because those shimmers are super beaming, and I love that about it. It's not average. It's not average at all. The only thing about it is that it has a lot of kickoff, so you need to do your eyes first. It's just the best way of doing it. Otherwise, you will need to constantly correct your under eyes. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, then please like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Now, this is more important than ever because people are not subscribing, and as creators, we really need that. So have a lovely day. See you in the next video. Bye.